Hello one and all, welcome to the Galaxy Man Show. I am here with this incredible artist known by the name of Brigitte Eve for the Galaxy Man Show tonight. I'm proud to announce Brigitte Eve joining the Galaxy Man. So I'm going to add Brigitte Eve in right now, and yeah, here we go. Thank you so much for joining the show tonight. It is such an incredible pleasure having you on.
Oh,
To people that don't know who you are, if you can give like a bit of backstory about yourself, and then we'll dive right into the questions.
well, a little bit of back history about me. My name is Brigitte Eve. I am from Barrie, Ontario, Canada. I am 16, actually about to be 17 Thursday. I'm very excited.
Happy
I've been
birthday.
playing guitar since I was 10. I'm going to be going on 7 years of playing guitar because I asked for my birthday. I actually have the guitar with me. For my 10th birthday, I asked for this tiny little guitar.
Yes.
And it's pretty dusty. I don't usually use it anymore since I have upgraded to the guitars behind me. I've been singing since I was 13, so it's been a little bit, not as long as guitar. I'm still, learning. I took a vocal class this year for high school, and it went really well. I learned a lot more, and I'm still learning how to read music. I find it very difficult, but I'm getting there. It's a little hard. But I've also been doing originals for a while now. I started during COVID because I feel like that was everyone's, like peak of music. Everyone was like, you know what, I'm going to start doing music at home. So I was like, you know what, let me join this little club of people that are doing it at home. So, and it was easier to write songs too because a lot was going on. COVID, I had, a few of my originals are about like a few of my friends from COVID too. And, it was just like an easy time to write music, especially with my parents. Since I was doing it online for 2 years, I could write music with them. So they gave me a few ideas for some of my songs.
Awesome. So we'll dive right into the questions now, Brigitte. So for my very first question, so as you mentioned, you've created incredible original songs, and for the first original song I'm going to mention is called "Gonna Be Okay." Like, what was it like creating this one? Like, what's the meaning behind this song?
Well, I made this one. This is the one I made during COVID. The song Gonna Be Okay is about two of my friends who tried to harm themselves during COVID. They are okay now. But I wrote that song for them because a lot of people during COVID had a hard time since they were at home. They weren't talking to many people, and especially Canada, we had a longer lockdown than most people, and our mandates lasted a lot longer. So it was also hard for people to go to therapy too because it was either online and personally, I don't really want to do therapy online. I find it kind of hard, and a lot of kids had a hard time, talking to their parents because, and also, so it's just like really hard for people. So I wanted to write that song more necessarily for everyone. It was interesting writing it. I had a lot of like hard stops because I wanted to get the message clear to everyone. So there was a lot of rewriting. There was a lot of like, hey mom, I need suggestions. And also there is in a phrase, it talks about how your skin is in paper, which is a reference to not harming yourselves, like cutting yourself because you cut scissors with paper. And that's what I was trying to like use. So I tried using certain phrases with not actually saying the word, using like to not trigger people. So I had to find a way to use other words. If you really looked in deep meaning of the song, you could be like, oh, now I understand. I know what she was trying to bring up. So that was like a really hard like mountain I had to get over because I really needed the message to get across to people.
So on to my very next question. So you've also created an original song called "You." What's like the meaning behind this song? And yeah, what's this song about?
Oh Lord, you was really fun to make. I used a lot of people's text messages to make this.
Okay.
It was it was more like about friendship and love and all that kind of like kind of cringy, but it was really
Yes.
fun to make. But looking at the stars like with you was a text message my friend sent me like, hey, I want to go stargazing. I'm like, I'm gonna steal that from you, thank you. So that
Yes.
one was easier to do because it is a more positive topic. It was way more easier for me since like I have friends around me that kind of gave me ideas. I was charting down every sentence that my friends were saying, and it was really funny. But that one was way easier to make and a lot more fun.
Awesome. So on to my very next question. So you've also created an original song called Lemon Eyes. What was it like creating this one, and what's the meaning behind Lemon Eyes?
Lemon Eyes is actually not an original. It is a cover.
Okay.
A lot of people do get mistaken from that because the artist is called Meg Myers. She's
Okay.
I wouldn't like when I listened to her, she was more underground. It was like a new song she released. Now she's a bit bigger. But every time I go and do performances, people always ask me, "Can you do Lemon Eyes?" I heard it's original. Actually, it's a cover. I really love that artist. Shout out to her. I did change, of course. I gotta make my song more unique. I gotta change it. I gotta, like not exactly copy it. So I made the voice not as high pitch. It made it easier because my voice, I'm an alto, I can't go that high. The guitar, I changed it a little bit. There wasn't a solo completely all throughout the song. It was more power chords and like hitting the power chords instead of picking the power chords. I made it like that. And then it was more there was other instruments we added in throughout the song. We did try to make it incorporate still her music, but I did not take any of the backing track. I took all of it and did it all myself. But that was actually my second cover I did on Spotify. My first one was All I Wanted by Paramore, and I actually just saw her in concert. It was really fun.
Okay.
That song, which I cried, but it was still a really good concert. And my mom said she wanted a new cover, and she wanted something that could like bring out my vocals more and bring out my guitar skills. All I wanted was more strumming, and that is also a song that's a pretty high pitch. So for my second original, we picked Lemon Eyes. And also, I love that artist a lot. She has a few songs that have been hitting on TikTok recently. And a lot of her, I know like people that do online art have used her songs as like a background, which is pretty cool. And that's how I like found that song. I was on YouTube and I just saw this video of this animated, and I was like, oh, this is so cool. And I was listening to the song in the background. And I'm like, I like this song. So then I found it, and that's how I kind of like decided to do Lemon Eyes, because I'm like, you know what? This is pretty easy. And then my guitar teacher, Chris, is like, here, this is how you play. I'm like, oh my God, this is easier than I thought. So we were like, you know what? Let's record it. Might as well. It's not too big of a song. And it's also, whenever people do covers, I also, don't really want to be compared to that artist. So we were like, you know what, this is a perfect person to do. And I love her so much. So like, honestly, shout out to Meg Myers. She's awesome. She writes really good original songs. And you know what? I love that song. I do it every performance I will ever do will be nice.
Awesome. So on to my very next question. So what made Brigitte say, hey, I want to become a singer, I want to get into singing? Like, what made you decide as an artist that you wanted to get into singing?
It was kind of hard because I've always been known for playing guitar, and I never really found that I had a great voice when I was younger. I was like, I sound like I am on chalkboard. It's like, eh. But then I decided to join into a band. It was called Girl Power. I found that band through someone from my old dance studio, which is Ultimate Steps. And she went there and she was like, hey, Brigitte, you know what? You should go singing here. And I was like, sure. So I did do that. And that's how it got me into singing, because their songs were mostly based off of Ariana Grande. So pretty high pitched, so I had to take vocal lessons. And then I got through theater, and I went to Infinity Performing Arts Studio, IPAS, and she got me to also make me sing higher, make me sing louder, more of a theater voice, to have my stomach. And I was like, okay, you know what, sure, okay, let's make this a career. My mom's like, let's start with the All I Wanted cover. And then we got into originals during COVID, and just the theater, the girl power group. And then also at school, I took a guitar class, and anytime we did a project, I'd try to sing in it. I wouldn't get graded on the singing, but I was like, it's a chance to like practice my singing in the class. And there was someone, I also joined that group band at my old school. It was interesting. We didn't do much since it was during COVID and we can't fly anywhere, but I didn't end up singing, but there was 2 people from that group that ended up singing, and they taught me along the way too. They're like, hey, Brigitte, like try singing this song. And I was like, okay, sure. So I started singing more, and it was hard. It was really hard to get to me to singing. But we thought, you know what? I got enough singing. I have enough singing practice. I have a lot of guitar practice. I've been through a lot of guitar teachers. So we're like, you know what? Let's do this. My mom's like, I got this. I got the works. I can help you. My dad's like, I can be the roadie. I'm big. I'm built. I can help you carry everything to the car. I was like,
Yes.
okay. So my mom started putting me into little shows here and there, going to little bars, just trying out for stuff. Girl Power helped me figure out, like, talk to people, you know, they knew people, and it was all the community of music. It's mostly just kind of branching off like a tree. You know who, I know this person. So my mom started talking to people. It was like, oh, I know you, come here. I know you, come here. And then I started getting attention from, did some radio stations in Quebec, and I started releasing more originals, and my Spotify just kind of like kicked off, and I was just like, it just was in like a span of a few years, and just bam, and I was like, ah, like right in my face. And I was like, you know what? Awesome. I'm enjoying this. And my mom's like, because next year is my last year of high school.
Okay.
She looked at me and she said, you want to make this a career? And I'm like, yes, I want to go to college for this. If my music career kicks off and really hits like the fan, then we're probably going to stick to this and go keep writing music and maybe not go to college. There's a lot of musicians that did not go to college or university, and kind of like, you know, their career like skyrocketed, so they had no need to, but they still did, you know, classes outside, and like, you know, always still like, you always can improve. But you know what? I'm enjoying it. I like the ride. This is a lot of fun, and I'm going to continue doing it, and I'm going to continue originals, and this will become a career, full-time career.
Yes. Yes. So on to my very next question for you. So with performing in front of crowds, like what does it mean to you? Like what does music mean to you as an artist when you're performing in front of crowds?
It means a lot. I love making people like smile and just see their reaction. I went to a festival which was called Gussapalooza. I went with someone else, and he was my drummer, and there was two girls there that like took my picture and said like I was amazing, and they were like, seemed like they almost had tears in their eyes. And I've performed, especially my Gonna Be Okay song, like I've grabbed attention to a lot of people, and I've seen them like cry. And I love that feeling because I know I hit them at like the right spot, and I love just singing for people. It sometimes make me a little nervous. I get a little bit nervous, but it's like almost I take that energy and I like sing with it. Any kind of anger, sadness, I just sing with it. I just love singing for people. When it comes to a small group of my friends, maybe not. They can be pretty judgmental. But they're awesome. I don't know why singing in front of my friends is weird. But singing in front of a big group, I have no idea who they are, is way easier. Singing in front of some of my friends like Phil and Danny is pretty funny. They like sit there and they're like, okay, I see you. And especially Philip, because he tries playing drums. He's like, okay, do this. I think this would be better on your song. Try this. And singing in front of my parents, ooh, that's pretty interesting. My mom is almost like my manager. She's like sitting there, okay, all right, so yeah, smile more, tap your feet, and I'm like sitting there like, okay. But I need that experience. I need them to engage with me. I need to engage with the audience. I cannot stand there and smile, not blink. That's gonna not look too good on stage.
No.
So I do need to perform in front of my friends and parents to get that like feeling on stage. And I do it every time. It doesn't matter how good or how bad I am. I will constantly, continuously practice before I show, because I love the audience reactions. It's the best feeling in the world, honestly.
Yes, yes, I love that. So on to my very next question. So what's your all-time favorite cover song to perform and why?
Um, this one is really hard. I have here, hang on, I don't know where she put my set list. Oh, there it is. Hang on, let me grab it because there are so many songs. I I know about like, I think I'm at like almost 200 on my most of them I don't play, but I'm looking at my set list because sometimes I realize, oh wait, I said this one, but I like this one instead. and I can never decide, but I 100% do love Lemon Eyes because everyone constantly asks for that song no matter what.
Yes.
People have been asking recently for All I Wanted. I am trying to get that song back. It is pretty hard to sing, but I'm close to there singing it yesterday, and I was like, okay, I'm close. But All I Wanted would be something I love performing, especially Cloud 9 by the Beach Bunnies. I like that song because I use my white guitar usually for that one. It has kind of like a twangy sound to it. And I like performing that one, and mostly because depending on the group I perform in front of, I get different reactions. When it comes to an older group, I love playing Gotta Have Faith because that one really grabs the attention of our audience. When it comes to younger teenager kids, like if I play in Barry or something like that, I love doing Cloud 9 by the Beach Bunnies because that song is a newer band and they are younger. Also, Cave Town. Oh, I love Cave Town.
Yes.
A huge.
Yes.
They don't come to Canada, unfortunately, and I'm really sad. The
Okay.
closest they've gotten to me is New York, and I was this close to buying tickets. Love it so much. My favorite song to perform by them is Home, which is on ukulele. And I haven't played that song live in a while, but I'm probably going to bring it back. No one knows. And I love doing some of their electric songs. Cave Town has a lot of songs, like a lot. But any song by them I would play live. And then probably for my last song is La Seine by Vanessa Paradis, which is a French song, and that comes from my roots, and it is a song I sing all the time at home, and my dad loves and has no idea the meaning of it, and that's okay because he is not French, but it's fun to perform, and especially because I'm showing more my roots and where my nationality is. I am not just English, I speak French. And from my dad's side, they're all British. And from my mom's side, they're all French. So I got a bit of a mix of both. So I do like bringing out my French more. It doesn't, and even like if the audience doesn't know what they mean, it's like kind of like a fun beat. So I sometimes see people, I don't know what this means, but this is awesome. And they're like clapping their hands. Like, that's pretty fun. But that is a good cover to perform.
Awesome. So on to my very next question for you. So if you could get if you could work with any top 3 music artists in the music industry, who would you want to work with and why?
My first one has to be Joan Jett. She has a lot of experience when it comes to writing music. She has been doing it since she was like 16, like my age. So she's been all around the world. I've seen her in concert. She's amazing. She's really good at performing. She does the music I love doing. She makes the music that I want to make, and she just honestly makes me smile so much, and I could take so much from her if I ever did a collab with her or even just talk to her. She could teach me so much because she also plays electric guitar and sings, and she's a woman, and you don't see a lot of that. So for her, and she's been through a lot. She's as a kid, she was told women can't play guitar, and she honestly has learned so much. She's been through quite a few bands too, and her originals have gotten up there. And she had no social media back then. Like, there was no social media, so like for her to get up there without social media is pretty impressive too. But a lot of artists got there and got up. For my second one, I want to say Pink, because I've seen her in concert and I want to perform how she performs. Not with Cirque du Soleil. That's a little too much. Okay. But she can really pull off a performance, and she knows how to like engage with the audience just by even sitting on a chair. She can engage the audience, and I want that so badly. And the fact that she can make song after song after song after song and it become like a hit or just like a big, huge song. And she has 2 kids and she's doing all that. And she brings her kids on tour. She hasn't shown them a lot lately, but like Pink can do so much in such a little time in a show. And she could probably perform 3 songs and the crowd would go wild. And we got floor seats when we watched her, and I just was sitting there just the entire time, and I want people in my audience to look at me like that. So I would probably take out with her some of her like little stage performances, and I kind of like, I might snatch some backup dancers from her. They can dance pretty well. For my last person, I probably would want to do Cave Town. I like him a lot. He is a younger artist, and he has more originals. Like, he has made ukulele songs, acoustic, electric, remakes of the same songs, and he has over, I think he has like almost in the 80, he has like almost 80 originals. He has a lot, and not all of them are like big.
Yeah.
But I would probably take I want to talk to him how he writes so many originals and like comes up with like one the next month, and then just keeps going and keeps going and keeps going and has more originals. And I want that capability. I write originals, but it takes me, like, I still like sit there and I'm just like, I have a writer's blank, which means like you just can't write anymore and you have a stop. I have those a lot of times, and I feel like he just never does. I feel like there's like, I go on Spotify and just like click new song. Wow, it's so good. How does he do that? So I'd probably ask him if I could. Oh my God, if he was here right now, I'd probably be crying. But I'd probably just like, teach me how you write these amazing songs every time. But honestly, Cave Town, please come to Canada. It would be really nice. I would really want him to come to Canada. If he does, I'm running backstage. I'm finding him. Be just like, I said that Cave Town is someone I would probably do an lineup saying, bring me on stage. I know like all your songs.
On to my very next question for you, Brigitte. So if you could go, like, if you could take your music to any place, any country in the world, like, where would you want to take your music to and why?
That's a good question. Ooh, Nashville. You know what? I'd take it to Nashville. They are known for there. There's a lot of big artists that are from Nashville. I'd probably go there. My mom wanted me there. I've been before, and God, they're friendly. Oh my Lord. They're like, oh my God, I love your music every time. You guys Snickers? They're really friendly. I like New York. Nashville, 100%. They have a lot of music corporation. So does Vancouver. Vancouver has a good amount of music too. It's expensive, very expensive to live over there, but that's okay. It has some good music range. Nashville has so many different types of, and they have a lot of people that write music there. So I would definitely perform in Nashville. Else, that's really hard. Probably I want to go to London and do my music, because there's a lot of people don't realize how many artists are from like over there. So I'd probably go there. They like music. There's Wilbur, there's Cave Town. Also no, well, Wilbur's known as Lovejoy. Since he's in a band now, I better not say that wrong. They're newer artists, and they like feel like a lot of like new artists right now are in, so I'd probably go visit them and come join them and do some music over there too. There's pretty good amount of population over there. Long flight, but willing to do it.
Nice. So on to my very next question. So to any upcoming artists that want to get into music, like, what advice would you give them and why?
Do music. You're gonna get haters. You're gonna get people gonna like you. You're gonna get people saying you suck, you're bad, oh my God, stop doing what you're doing. Honestly, take that energy, take whatever they say and write into a song. Sing it, and sing it angrily. If you don't do that, then for a starting artist, I suggest do not stick to one style. Experiment with everything. Try every different style. Try singer-songwriter, rock, heavy metal, any kind of like those. Even try rap. I've never tried rap, but maybe even try rap. Try all of it and see which one gets like the most attention. That's what I'm doing right now. Cause Gonna Be Okay and then All Dirty Looks, those two songs are like completely different. One's rock, one's ballad. Sometimes Sometimes I get people saying Dirty Looks was better. Sometimes I get people saying this song was better. And then one more advice I definitely suggest is don't be so hard on yourself. There's a limit when you're being hard on yourself. You can say like, oh, at that performance, I should do this next time. But don't beat yourself up for something that you did wrong, because that's just going to make your career harder on yourself. Music, no matter what, love every original you're going to make, because you're going to constantly ask to play that song on every performance. I'm going to ask that song, even if you don't like it. Nirvana, their song Spirit, they did not like that song. They did not want to play it. That's why stop playing it. But sometimes you're gonna have to keep playing that song that everyone loves but you, and you have to go through the walls. You're gonna go through many artists. You're gonna go through many guitars. You're gonna break guitars. You might break a piano. You might buy a new piano. You might make friends. You might lose artist industry. I lose friends. Schools. I have changed friends. I have put my accounts on private. It happens. People are going to be mean. You're going to have to pull through it. Just be like, I don't care, and just move around. It's going to happen. Trust me. You think some artists are not hated. They're definitely hated. They've had their hate comments. Selena Gomez comments about her body, and it happens, and you're going to have it and be happy. Smile. Look at the haters and just be like, okay, that's your opinion. Have a great time. People are going to buy tickets to your shows just to scream boo. And guess what? You got their money now. Doesn't matter.
Pretty much. So on to my very next question for you. So if you could give your younger self advice, like what advice would you give to your younger self?
Oh my gosh. I would look at my younger self and tell her to stop crying.
Okay.
Because my old school wasn't too nice to me. I was through bullying a lot. Since I was young, I never really had friends. So I want to grab my tiny little face, look at her and say, it's okay. You're going to fall. You're going to scrape your knee. You're going to get back up and you're going to continue. I would also tell her to keep doing music and love it, because I had that time in my life where I was just like, ugh, I don't want to go play guitar. And I'm at a better time now. I was just like, keep playing. And I'd also tell her, be happy. You're a happy child. Continue on with your life. You're doing great. I wish I could go back to her and give her a nice hug, because my younger self went through a lot through middle school and through a little bit of high school. But I decided to make a big decision by changing schools, and it's honestly have been a really good decision. I've made a lot of friends, like some good friends. Lost some friends a bit, but I love my friend group right now. They're awesome. They love supporting my music. And I'd also tell my younger self to not care what people think, because every time I'd heard something, like I'd be like crying and I'd be like, oh my God, they said this about me. How could they? And I'd just be like, so honestly, like I tell her, I'm like, who cares what people think? It's going to happen. People are going to come. People are going to yell at you. People are going to say, boo, you suck. Ooh, you look weird. Even I still get the comment, oh my gosh, you're emo. And now I laugh at it and I'm like, you're not? Okay, that's cool. So I wish I could tell my younger self to be like, just forget about it and just to keep moving, and I'm doing amazing. I had great parents. I still do. They're amazing, and they helped me through that. They helped me through school. I had a hard time in school. Ooh, my grades went up and down quite a bit.
Okay.
Now they're great now. But my parents honestly did amazing. They're doing amazing still. They helped me a lot with my music career. And as a child, they helped me a lot going through those people. My mom is willing. Anytime there was drama, she's like, you want me to go to that principal? I'm like, you're good, Mom. But thank you so much. So I love my younger self. I'm never going to get rid of her. She is always a part of my life. I am never going to forget any kind of memory. I am going to cherish them, even though I have not an amazing memory. If I use it, my mom says I have a great memory when I use it, but if I don't, I forget most things. That's okay.
Okay. I actually can relate a lot to the bullying side of things, what you said, because the reason why I do my Galaxy Man show is because in high school I got bullied a lot for having autism because like no one really understood me and my autism. So I got bullied in that aspect. But yeah, this is the whole reason why I love supporting you guys, like artists like yourself, which is incredible. And yeah, this is why I do my Galaxy Man show, just get you guys out there and yeah, show people that you guys are amazing and we need more music in this world. Like really, like I'm so glad that music is back and that COVID's completely forgotten now.
I found some really cool new artists, honestly, and they are so sweet.
I am so blessed. Like music, we need, like as I said, like we need music in this world again, and I'm so glad that it's back. But yeah, overall, you are amazing, Brigitte. I have to say,
Thank you.
you really are. No, you really are. For my very next question, with the whole positive and negative side into the music industry, how do you get through those like negative moments as an artist?
I've gone through a lot of negative moments. I have a song coming out called Fight, and it is about a girl that would not shut up and like threaten me and say that I'm gonna fight you, and I'm like, girl, shut up. So I make songs about people whenever there's a fight. I always make songs. Anytime, I'm just warning people, I will make a song about you if you treat me. I will. But the music industry can be sometimes kind of nasty. Sometimes people, not necessarily just people in general, just the music industry themselves. You'll find artists when you meet them and they're like, oh, they weren't the nicest. And you're just don't say anything negative about them. Be happy, push through it. You're going to find people you don't like. You're going to go through guitarist, pianist, or any kind of teacher you don't like, and just don't be negative about them. Be happy, be appreciative, because just think, I learned something about the situation. There's going to be the paparazzi can do a toll on you. We know that. We all know that. Some paparazzi can be pretty nasty. I have not really dealt with paparazzi myself, so I cannot really talk on a personal level note. But I know sometimes it can be nasty, and they can put something on the newspaper you do not want to hear, and you're gonna have to pull it away. Like, this was a part of my life, and I'm gonna grow stronger as I am. I'm going to take this, and I'm gonna be like, you know what, it's gonna happen. It's happened to probably almost every artist. Has had a point where they either broke up with their band, or they got back together, or they broke up. It's going to be their last tour, and then it's not their last tour. And the newspaper is going to write down every single negative note you say about anybody, and they're going to write it down. And you're going to have to be positive, be like, you know what? Or if you did say something negative, you should own up to it, definitely. If you say something about an artist, own up to it and grow as it. If you deny it, then that could cause bad issues. Like there's a lot of drama on TikTok sometimes. I'm never in it, but I hear there's some
TikTok.
I don't know why.
Like,
I go
yeah.
guy reacting drama between two women, and I'm like, what?
Yeah.
But sometimes, yeah, people are going to say negative stuff. The paparazzi can be pretty evil. I don't know. I hope they don't be evil to me, but you never know. And I'm going to have to just smile, walk away, and be like, have a good day. Bye.
So on to my very last question. So like, what's next for you for the rest of 2023 and onwards?
Okay, so I have an EP coming out, and I'm very excited to announce it. I have a lot of originals I have been writing in my computer. I am filled. Every page is full of songs after songs. Some of them might not record. It is kind of expensive to record. Some of them I might just play live. You guys might hear them. I don't know, but I will announce it if it's new, if it's recorded or not. I will be definitely writing more music. I will be going to multiple new shows. I can now say I am going to be in Gussapalooza. I'm very excited to announce that is in Cookstown on the fairgrounds. It is very exciting for me. My mom has been helping out with Gussapalooza. Shout out to my mom that's standing right there.
Yes.
She came down to say hi. Say hi, Mom. She's waving.
Hello, Mom.
She's lovely, and she has been helping out with Gussapalooza a lot. We just did a live stream recently on announcing the winner, and it's been really fun. I have some stuff going on during the summer. My mom is doing her amazing job. I have also gotten a new guitar. This is my new guitar. I don't know. My birthday's coming up. I don't know what I have gotten for my birthday. Maybe a new guitar. Probably not. I'm
Fingers crossed.
But I am very excited for the summer. I'm done school. Friday was my last day, and I do not have to go to recover any of my credits. I did amazing this year. I'm so excited for next year. I have another guitar class. I'm going to learn more. I'm going to write more songs. Always. There will always be something going on in my head. And I will be having so much fun. I am so excited. I will hopefully do more interviews. I love doing these so much. This is so much fun. It's always a new experience, especially from someone all the way far away.
I know, in Australia.
I actually follow a few YouTubers that are from Australia. I like Australia. You guys got some?
Okay, here's a question for you. If you could come to Australia, like, what sites would you like to see in Australia?
I just want to go visit your kangaroos.
Okay. Yes.
Some kangaroos. You guys have some. I really want to go visit. So I follow the boys, which they have nothing to do with music. They're gaming. But I love. There's two people from Australia. Mully and Josh are both from Australia. They're YouTubers, and I want to go knock on their doors and laugh at them and say, "Wow, you have gotten so far with your interesting content." But those, I would totally go visit them. They're awesome. But there's a lot of really cool stuff in Australia. And I seem to see a lot of fancy cars over there. Down my neighborhood,
there's a lot.
Loud. Over there, it's just nice Lamborghinis. And I'm just like, oh, like there's like, I saw a whole street just covered in Lamborghinis. I'm like, bruh, where are y'all making money from? Time zone is very different there, so if I go visit them, I'm gonna have a hard time sleeping, but that's okay. You guys have some. My friends think I'm crazy, but I want to go see all your spiders that are not poisonous.
Yes.
They won't bite me.
Okay.
Like spiders. I'm weird like that, and I also like snakes. Pretty interesting person.
Yes. Well, I just want to say thank you so much, Brigitte, for appearing on my show. It has been such an incredible pleasure.
I will do an acoustic song since most of it's us. Oh, this case is interesting. It's a case that my uncle gave me. It's really funny. Hang on, this is really funny. So it's a pick case, and in the inside it says, "I pick you."
Yes.
And it's a cute little. It's adorable. I always lose my picks. That's a hard time with guitar people. I don't know why, but I just like always I find picks everywhere, and then I just bam, I put it down, and I'm like, where'd it go? Sometimes I swear my cat's playing with them.
I actually there's an artist that I support a lot in Australia. Her name's Tyler Rodriguez. I don't know if you've probably seen her pop up on my Instagram live.
I think so.
A few times. Yeah. She's actually coming to Canada next month. Yeah, doing like a bit of a tour. And any tips that you would give Tyler for Canada?
It's hot. It's really,
okay.
You know, we had a few fires, but the smoke has been way better right now. Enjoy the plane flight. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest. We don't live in igloos. That's not true. And also we do drink maple syrup. That is true. My dad, we make it too. Especially my dad, he likes taking shots of maple syrup. I don't know where his brain is half the time. And also, every Canadian is very polite. I'll be honest. They are pretty polite. If you go to anywhere, go to Niagara Falls. It's very fun. There is a lot of like cool stuff. There's some casinos. And also go in the falls. There's some caves, and it's pretty cool. And how they built everything. It's really fun because it's on the border of US, and honestly, I've been there. And also going to Toronto there's a lot of interesting places you can go visit. We have a lot of like everywhere you go, you'll find some old kind of like shop, and like there's a lot of little businesses in Canada, I find. And honestly, you're gonna go there and half your money is gonna be gone.
Don't tell Tyler that. She's gonna love it now.
Oh yeah, it's very, very fun over.
Yeah.
A lot of people are like, what can we do in Canada? I'm like, what can you
Mhm.
use me? There's a lot to do. Thank you very much.
Yes. Yes. Canada vibes.
Okay, I'm gonna do Unimaginable. The song is
Sweet.
released. It's there will be someone I'll be singing with for it, but I'm gonna sing my version. I will wait for the right time. You'll see. Every time I close my eyes, all I see is this lovely guy. Even with my eyes shut, I will always blush. Don't mind if I turn around, I don't want to fall through the ground. And no, I don't want to say no. And I won't, no I won't. But oh, will you say no? Really, oh, you don't. Just so you know, I'm unimaginable, mystical, you won't even know what to do. Hanging with the other guys won't even change my mind. It's harder to be with me, you won't even know what comes next. Hey, listen to me, girl, you know that I care. Listening to your voice will never make me scared. But oh, I don't want to say no. And I won't. No, I won't. But oh, will you say no? Really, oh, you don't. Just so you know, I'm unimaginable, mystical, you won't even know what to do. I'm unimaginable, mystical, you won't even know what to do. I'm unimaginable, mystical, you won't even know what to do.
Yes, Brigitte. Wow. Oh my God, girl. You are incredible. Everyone, you saw Brigitte right here on the Galaxy Man Show. Thank you so much again, Brigitte, for appearing on my show. It has been such an incredible pleasure having you on.
This is
Everyone, feel free to say what you were going to say.
This is so much fun. I have never done an interview with someone from Australia. This is awesome. Love the accent, by the way. Do I have an accent?
Thank you.
I have.
You do have a bit of an accent. Yeah, Canadian accent-ish. Yeah. Oh man, your vibe matches my vibe. I love it.
Yeah,
I love it.
we're gonna be fun.
We are gonna be buddies now. Anyways, thank you so much, Brigitte, for appearing on my show. Everyone, if you're not following Brigitte, give her a follow right now. Definitely give Brigitte a follow. And yeah, any last final thoughts that you'd like to share to people on the show?
Thank you guys so much. I hope you guys enjoyed, and also rock on.